Hello everyone, this is Dustin Dawson, aka The Hopeful Gamer. Today in this match, I'm going to be playing Budlink again. We are going to be doing a non-restricted match, which basically means whatever is legal right now. There's not much else to say. I'm going to be using the same team I used last week just because I haven't had much time to work on a team recently. I've been pretty pooped from work. Having to get up a little bit earlier to help carpool somebody to work and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, next week I should have a new team. But for right now, we're going to be using almost the same team as last week. I did alter a couple of things just to try and give it a little bit more oomph. But we'll see what happens. No, that's not the right thing. We'll see what happens. Drinking some tea, try and help my throat out a little bit. I spent about 2 hours educating someone on Pokemon earlier and trying to figure out kind of a lesson plan for a YouTube series I want to do. There's a lot to talk about when you're educating someone from zero to, champ to chump. Or chump to champ. So, there's a lot to go over, and we did go over pretty much all of it, so I'm a little hoarse because of how much talking I ended up doing. I'll decide myself. Okay. Alright. Do the battle tower rules. So this is the team we're going to be using. It's very similar to the team we used last week, with a couple of modifications, and also swapped a couple different moves on a couple different Pokemon. Hoping it'll be all around better, but still just as strong. We'll see what happens. Okay. So, right off the bat, we've got some pretty strong... He brought the Thunder this week. Wow. These are some strong Pokemon. Can't intimidate Metagross, but the team is half special attackers and half physical attackers. That's rough. Honestly, I feel like Regieleki is still my best opening here. Got Dracovish with the water move that deals with Rhydon pretty well. Cresselia can help slow things down. She can take a hit too. Can even just do Trick Room right off the bat. So maybe I go Cress and Tapu Koko and Rhydon in the back with Regieleki. Probably don't want both of those Pokemon, but I only have 10 seconds left, so let's go ahead and do this. This is going to be a rough match. Space Moss and from above. Alright. I'm at least faster than both opposing Pokemon. I feel like we can pretty safely helping hand Tapu Koko into a Volt Switch here. My other option is to Trick Room and Volt Switch, but I kind of want to take out the Celesteela while I can. So I feel like that's the best bet. Alright, well there's Wide Guard. Thankfully I went for Volt Switch instead. probably went for a poison move, so Rhydon's probably the best bet here. Or Meteor Beam. Ooh, so we're doing that this week, huh? That's gonna be rough. It's a good thing that Cress is very, very bulky. I feel like we can pretty safely go for Trick Room here. And then just go for Dynamax into a Rockfall. That'll give me some extra bulk. They either have to take down the Crest or they have to focus down the Rhyperior, but either way... Or Rhydon, I'm sorry. I feel like Rhydon's in a pretty good spot right now. That's fine. That's actually really good for us. That's super duper good for us. Alright, so we're gonna get off the max Rockfall. My special defense is higher now. I don't know. Alright, that was enough to take it out, thank God. Celesteela can be kind of an issue if it gets to stick around for too long. Got Trick Room off, that's helpful. Just helping hand here and go for Max Quake. Yeah. Here's the thing though, Dracovish probably survives a Max Quake. Especially if it's Dynamaxing. Ooh, that's probably Life Orb with Sand Rush. Like, it's going last, but it probably survives this, which means... yeah. What's Tyranitar doing? Crunch. That's going to take out Cresselia without much issue. Alright, now the question is, what do we bring in here? Alright, he changed the weather. That's rough. I don't think Tapu Koko survives very well here, but if they focus down the Tapu Koko, it leaves some time for Rhydon to do his thing. We can also max Rockfall to give the double speed back to Dracovish, which means Tapu Koko might be slower at that point. That would be really helpful. But Rhydon definitely goes first. So we give him back the Sand Rush if that's what he has, which means Tapu Koko goes after. That doesn't matter. I still die in one shot. That's going to be game. That crit might have mattered. but I don't think it did. Yep, that is definitely game. So kudos to Budlink. Well played. How many turns of Trick Room left? That Trick Room might have boned me in the end, actually. Yeah. There's not really anything I can do at this point. Well done, well done. Alright, so that's game one. Oh, it was a little rough. I don't know that I can do much for game two, but we will see what we can come up with. Trick Room didn't really do much for us because he was able to wrangle, like, the Pokemon I have are too fast for Trick Room to be really useful, so I feel like that was just a waste of space. So maybe bring something else instead of Cresselia. Oh, hiccups. We didn't see Landorus. We did see that Celesteela has a wide guard, so we know not to tangle too hard with that. Honestly, I feel like that's probably the best opening. Urshifu deals with most of the team pretty well. Just not the Dracovish, but that's fine. Rhydon can't really do much without Trick Room. He could swap in for Lightning Rod, but there's no electric on the opposing side of the field. There's not really a reason to bring him. So yeah, I feel like this is probably our best bet. Just go for that hyper offense and hope that something sticks. Fair enough. Likely, I think he's probably going to switch out Tyranitar into Landorus. Just so he can bring Sandstream back up later if he needs to. So... we can Volt Switch into him just in case, so we still get some damage off. And bring in Incineroar. I just wanted to Dynamax Regieleki. I mean, that was the entire point of how I built him with the Life Orb and everything. Just to deal maximum damage, but... who you Dynamaxing? Metagross, he might go for Bulldoze now that I think about it. That just is so much. I mean, best bet. Yes, yes. But we weaken the Tyranitar, and that's actually important. Okay. Yep. Ouchie. I swear he probably goes for the max guard. But I can't afford to not attack that. Oh, I could just Flare Blitz. That way I can just max lightning into the Tyranitar instead. Probably faster. I don't remember how fast my Incineroar is. I don't remember how fast Metagross is, so oof. Oh no, you know what? I'm pretty safe to actually do this and just fake out the Tyranitar. Oh, fair enough. Oh, now he switches in Landorus, likely. Yep, there it is. At least it's a net neutral turn. That's his only ground type, so we're pretty safe to go for it on Tyranitar there. We can just parting shot the Landorus. That Landorus is definitely faster than us, so we might want to protect here just to see what happens. Honestly, the Landorus probably goes for an attack onto Regieleki. So I might be safe to go for parting shot there. Fair enough. Rough. But now we can protect the Incineroar, because they're likely going to attack it. The way he does that. Alright, that means the Sandstorm will be up here in a turn or two. Hangs on with just a little bit of HP. What's he going for? Earth Power? And what do I have in the back? That's rough. Ooh. I think we lose both Pokemon here. But what I have in the back might be able to deal with things. That's fine. I knew it was coming against something. Yep. pretty close. It's not over yet, but it's definitely not looking too good. The 30% boost plus magnet, neutral, or now Dazzling Gleam's a better bet here. Yep. Why do I have that on him instead of Detect? Interesting. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam's going to deal more damage than an electric attack would have. This is double power. That's fine. That's less fine. Yeah, Tapu Koko goes down super hard there. I don't think I can 3v1 here. I don't think Aqua Jet picks up any kind of KO. I might be faster? I don't know. Probably not. Nope. Oh! I still get to take out the Landorus. Yeah, there's no way an Aqua Jet would have taken him out. And that's game. Oh, that was rough. But, yeah, like, there's just not much I could have done. I couldn't put out enough power. And it's just showing me that... Alright, we'll talk about it in a minute. I'm going to get my friend. Alright, we're back. Budlink's in the room with me, and we're going to talk about that match we just had. I thought it was a pretty fun match. Like, it was close, but you just had the answers, and I'm trying to figure out the right ways. Like, you had a team that was ready to handle my team, and I was really fighting an uphill battle. But that being said, you still played like super well, and I was really expecting the Landorus in the first game, and I did not see it.
Due to past matches that you guys can watch on his channel, I made an assumption first round that you would be using a double spread move. So I brought a wide guarder, thinking you didn't know it had that, and then you didn't do the thing. Which is fine, because that was advantageous to you. I am sad that I did get that crit in the first match, because it wasn't stabbed, so I don't know if it would have killed without.
What was the crit again? I know, I actually, I remember I mentioned that.
A lot have happened and there was excitement, but I believe it was Tyranitar crit your Koko.
With
a, not an earthquake, high horsepower, I believe?
Oh. Yeah, it wasn't stabbed, so it might not have taken him out. But I didn't have any HP investment, so it's not likely. We can actually do the calculation on that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let me switch the display here. So, let's see. What is your Tyranitar's investment?
My Tyranitar's investment is max HP, max special defense, with an assault vest.
What's its nature?
Its nature is plus special defense minus special attack.
So the attack would have been neutral. We'll give it the 4 just for the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Tapu Koko.
I'm just going to check that real quick.
High horsepower. Oh, on Dynamax.
Correction, it is max attack.
Oh, it's max attack?
Yes, I just checked the summary. I brought the wrong Tyranitar. Luckily, it still filled the summary.
Was it adamant?
It's plus HP, plus attack, still assault vest.
Adamant?
Oh, it's not. Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, at that point, the crit didn't matter.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah,
it was a 96 to 114, so you had an 80% chance to just Oko me.
And, I mean, there's still that 20% chance you lived.
Yeah.
That it may have mattered.
That's true. But, yeah. I got Trick Room up and I felt so good. And then Rhydon just couldn't put out enough damage.
The Trick Room was hard to play around, especially in a sandstorm, where I am now faster than a regieleki.
I noticed that, and I was like, I actually used Max Rockfall to reset the sandstorm.
Yeah.
So that you would be faster than my Tapu Koko, but and that's when the crit might have mattered.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Tapu Koko could probably take a hit from a Tyranitar since it's not stab, and then I can just Dazzling Gleam and get that thing out of there. But then you were like, insta dead, and then killed the Rhydon, and I was like, well, that's game.
Thank goodness for quad weaknesses that match, is all I have to say. Because, like, that thing was a defensive powerhouse, and I'm like, well, luckily I have water.
Yeah, I mean, you outplayed me fair and square. And your team was much more meta and much more aggressive than you have been, and I appreciate that, because that's what it's all about, is us learning how to play better. I feel like the lesson learned for me in that is that Tapu Koko and Regieleki together look really good on paper, but against certain things, they just can't put out a high enough, like, they need to be able to one-shot things because they cannot take hits. I mean, Regieleki was actually taking hits pretty well in that second game.
It was, surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah. Mine has pretty high HP. So
I crunched thinking you were going to Volt Switch. I was like, it's going to Volt Switch. I'm just going to crunch that spot. I'm not expecting to do super effective. I just feel like that's the best move. And then the Koko Volt Switch, and I was like, aww.
I should have freaking just Volt Switched into your Metagross. There was like a 90% chance in my mind that you were going to swap either Metagross or Tyranitar for Landorus that turn. And then you Dynamax Metagross, I was like...
Yeah.
Then I did like 75% to it, and I was like, that feels pretty good.
And that's when I realized I needed to switch the Metagross.
And then you hard switched your Dynamax Pokemon into a Landorus, and I was like, oh, that's bad.
Yep.
So yeah. Second game I had a chance, first game I didn't really have a chance. But yeah, so probably don't use Tapu Koko and Regieleki based on my recent experience with it. It looks really good, it sounds really good. Tapu Koko or Regieleki can just deal so much damage on electric terrain, but not enough to justify it, especially when they're both super frail Pokemon. So yeah, keep that in mind. That being said, good game.
Oh, it was a good game.
Your team was really cool. Nihilego, I feel like I played pretty okay around Nihilego.
You played very well around Nihilego. I was very frustrated that I had to switch it out. I knew it was going to die.
Oh, I was going to kill it.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, that turn I used Rockfall on Celesteela, I remember. Because I wanted to take out the Celesteela and give myself the special defense buff from Sandstorm, so that you're not...
You didn't have to die that turn. Its move pool was not set properly for you. Because it was like, well, I have a poison move, a rock move, and an electric move. That will do nothing. The electric move is moot at this point.
Yeah. No, I might not have been Lightning Rod.
Oh, I'm pretty confident you were Lightning Rod.
Yeah. The Lightning Rod... The Rhydon is really there to deal with opposing electric types on the team. You did not have any electric types, so he didn't really serve much of a purpose. I brought him in the first game because I figured he could offer enough offensive pressure, especially under Trick Room, to just kind of deal with things. Mm-hmm. But he just... Again, he couldn't take any KOs when he really needed to, so...
Yeah. Very well played.
Yep. So, that's our match for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Until next time, don't lose hope, stay safe, and have a good night.